This is Sweet June 2010 coming back at you. I'm doing part two to black women hating on black men. I want to continue that discussion. Um, like I was saying, a lot of black women are angry, and that's why black women are doing that. I mean, like I said, it's sometimes difficult for me to not, say to put all the black men in the same category. But you can't. That's unreasonable. You can't do that. You can't do that. Because you got good and bad in all races. You got other races of men that are, walking out on their kids, beating their women, cheating on their women, and you know, you got other races of men doing the same thing. A certain governor of California, and y'all know who I'm talking about. Come to find out, he didn't, messed around and made a baby with the maid. So, and he ain't black. So, you know, other races of men are doing, it's not just black men. Other races of men walk out on their children and all that. It's not just the brothers is doing that. But because of the fact that we are black women and we live in the black community, that's pretty much where our focus is. And so, you know, it is a lot of black men that's not doing right. And unfortunately, like I said, the good ones don't get the credit. The ones that's trying really hard to do what's right, they don't really get the credit. And like I said, that is unfortunate. Um, and I just think, like I say, a lot of it is coming from hurt and anger. Black women are hurt. They're angry because, you know, it just seems like a lot of brothers ain't got our back. Like back in the day, brothers used to have sisters back. I mean, on a large scale, pretty much brothers had sisters back in the day. But it just seems to be few and far between now. It just seems that black men, most black men don't have our back like it used to be way back in the day. And so a lot of black women are angry. A lot of black women are angry, and everybody's different. Everybody processes emotions different. Everybody's anger comes out in a different way. And some black women, it may come across, she may, walk around with an attitude. And I think that's what the brothers are saying, sisters got the attitude. That anger may manifest in having an attitude. It may manifest into that. And so it just depends on the individual woman. But a lot of it is stemming from hurt and anger. And what I think a lot of sisters need to realize that not all black men are like that. And that you don't need to put all the black men in the same box, paint them all with the same brush, and say that they're all the same, because then you're robbing yourself of the opportunity to get to know possibly some wonderful black men out there. If you do that, and the same goes for black men that's hating on black women and saying black women are all the same. You're robbing yourself of that opportunity to meet some wonderful black women, because there's a lot of wonderful black women out there. We're not all the same. We're not monolithic. Everybody is different. And so I know, I met a wonderful, brother, and he has been a tremendous blessing to me. Oh my God, this man has been a tremendous blessing to me. And when I met him, if I had an attitude and all that stuff, and was bitter and angry, thinking about what the brothers, did to me before, then I would have been robbing myself of all the blessings that I've gotten from this man. You know, this man has been a tremendous blessing to me, and you know, and just to think if I had met him, I would have had an attitude, and had the attitude that all you ain't nothing, and he would have been like, you gonna be like that, but then go on about your business, and so, you know, and so that's why it's really not good to be that way, because you don't you can't say everybody's the same, uh, because you I think rather black men and black women, you're robbing yourself of the opportunity to get to know some wonderful people, when you do that, you know as a black woman, you may run into a wonderful black man, good character, good personality, and everything. But then if you so busy thinking about what the ones done did, the ones that you done met before, what they done did to you, you're blinded. And if that's all you see, then you're going to push him away, and you're not going to give him the opportunity to maybe even that man might even be a blessing to you. Might not necessarily be your mate, but he may be a blessing to you. Because sometimes God sends people our way, to bless us. And if you're so busy walking around with an attitude and bitter and angry because of you going by what other people done did to you, you're blocking yourself from that blessing. And so it's very important for us not to do that, not to put everybody in the same category, in the same box. And then for those sisters that's looking for a mate, how you gonna meet somebody? How are you gonna meet a man, meet your potential husband, if you're walking around with a bitter attitude because you're still angry about what some of the other brothers that you have encountered done to you? You gotta you can't do that. You can't do it. You still gotta get up in the morning, find a reason to smile. You still gotta cultivate that spirit of Jesus Christ, because Jesus, when he was up on the torture stake, he he prayed for the people that was murdering him, beating him, and everything. He prayed right there. He prayed for him. And so we know we're not better than Jesus. If Jesus did it, we can do it. And so that's what we have to do. We can't walk around, every black man you see, all you can see is the ones that hurt you. Sisters can't do that. Can't do it, because you're going to be robbing yourself of the opportunity to meet possibly a wonderful black man. He could be a wonderful black man, and he might even be your husband. But you robbing yourself of that opportunity when you going around, you thinking about the ones that then dogged you out before. And then on top of that, you're giving them power. You're still giving them power in your life. Don't give them power. They don't deserve that. So that's why the hating on the black men needs to stop. It's a lot of them that's not doing right. It's a lot of them that's not doing right. And yes, it understandably so, it does make us angry. And I say us, I'm talking about me too. It makes us angry. It's hurtful, and it hurts. It really hurts really bad. But then at the end of the day, you have to realize that there are still some good brothers out there. They're out there. It's very rare, these days, and sometimes it's like finding a needle in the haystack. But they're out there, you know. And then it comes down to the fact that you have to judge a person as an individual. I try to learn to judge people as individuals. I just learned to judge a person by the content of their character. Um, I get to know them as a person. I get to know them first, and then I decide whether I'm gonna like them or I'm not gonna like them. you know, but I get to know them first. That's what I say. I tell people about me. Get to know me first, and then hate me. Get to know me first, and then if you decide you don't like me, then go ahead. But most people, I'm a people person, so most people, when they get to know me, once they get to know me, they like me. Because that's, you know. But get to know me first before you hate on me, and that applies to all of us. Get to know the man first before you go to dogging him out, saying he ain't this and he ain't that. How you know what he ain't? You ain't even got to know him yet. So it takes having an open mind and an open heart, ladies. An open mind and an open heart. And that same goes for you brothers out there too. You got to open up your mind. You got to open up your heart. And once you can do that, and that takes having the love of God in your heart. And once you can do that, then you can receive love. But if you're not able to receive it because you're so bitter and angry over the past, over what other people done to you, it's going to be hard for you to get it. You know? So we have to work on that, sisters. We got to work on it. And that same goes for the brothers. I mean, we got to do better, people. We got to do better, people. Black people, we got to do better. We got to stop all this. Because it's like I said, it's the work of the devil. Okay, well, I'm going to wrap this up. And you guys ain't heard the last of me. I'm going to come on here with some more blogs talking about some more issues. I just wanted to address this issue because that's a serious situation too. So until the next time, stay tuned. Sweet June 2010.